Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey y'all, Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and I'm sick. I'm stuck in a snowstorm, and my boyfriend lives across the country, so you girls not going out this year. Don't you hate it when you have to sneeze, but the sneeze is like, nah.
Anyways,
I was super inspired by two very random and unrelated things. The first one is a Black Forest cake. I was just walking down the grocery store and I saw a Black Forest cake. I love the color combination of this super dark but milky brown from the chocolate and the deep, rich red from the cherries on top. And my second inspiration was drawn from Priyanka Chopra, the South Asian queen, you could say. I was just scrolling through my YouTube feed where it's filled with either makeup tutorials or TED Talks. She was saying how she had a lot of self-esteem issues and confidence issues, like I feel like a lot of girls and boys from a young age develop, whether through school, through peers, through self. Her message, in short, was all you need to wear is confidence. And I thought, wow, what a powerful, empowering message. So I wanted to kind of combine those two things together into a look. So the confidence portion kind of comes in from my experience scrolling through like my social media feed. A lot of makeup videos that are easier to find and that I love to watch are geared towards westernized facial structures and eye shapes. And if I follow along those instructions word for word and exactly try to do what they do, then I'm not satisfied with the end result, because when they say, oh, put this transition shade in the crease, I'd be like, what crease? I don't got any. Every facial structure looks different. Every eye looks different. And so I think makeup is about learning what you feel most beautiful in and creating the colors and the techniques that fit you best. Whether you are single, whether you have a bae, whether you have multiple baes, I hope everybody has a Valentine's Day where you feel confident, yourself, and independent, bossy, i.e. this look, and rock who you are. I'm starting my base off with the Tatcha Silk Canvas. This is the $20 mini version because I wasn't sure if I was ready to purchase the $52 full version, but I'm actually loving it. So I'm just melting it into my skin using circular motions. Next, I'm going to pick up the Shu Uemura Glow Creator. Its full name is Base and Top Glow Boosting Cream, and it's kind of comparable to the MAC Strobe creams or the illuminating creams. I love to use this to create the glow from within, so I'm going to stir it off with the highest points of my face and then kind of tap into my skin, focusing on where I would like to highlight. For foundation, I'm using Born This Way foundation from Too Faced in the shade Natural Beige. Here I'm kind of focusing the product on the perimeter of my face, and I don't use this technique every single day. The reason that I'm doing this is because I know that I'm going to have heavier eye makeup than usual, and to prevent all the eyeshadow fallouts from getting onto my foundation and my concealer, I'm just going to concentrate on the perimeter of my face now, and then I'll go back to providing more coverage and highlight later on. For now, I'm just going to use whatever's left on the brush to give some coverage underneath my eyes. Here, I'm just taking my Real Techniques beauty sponge to just blend everything out, make sure there are no streaks, no dry patches that are exaggerated, and just to pat everything down. To prime my eyelids, I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, dot it around my eyelids, and blend it out with my Real Techniques sponge. Now on to the fun part. Today we're going to be using the Soft Glam palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. First, I'm going to be mixing the shades Burnt Orange and Orange Soda on a fluffy blending brush. And this is going to act as a transition shade, but even for transition shades, I don't like to do it all over my eyelids. I like to really focus it on my outer corner and my outer V, because the way that my eye is shaped, I don't have a crease like I'd mentioned earlier in the intro, and I don't also have double eyelids. So in order to create that depth, I'm going to blend those two colors in. And now I just picked up a clean brush and just blending it in, furthering the process of creating this non-existent crease that I have. I'm taking the shade Sienna and Rustic and really pushing it down, depositing the pigment on my outer V. And I'm gonna flip my dual-ended brush. This is the brush that comes with the Soft Glam palette. And I'm going to blend inwards where there's no pigment, but I'm going to concentrate the most color on my outer corner and push it in while blending in, so there is a crease, an illusion of a crease. Onto our final step of deepening the crease, I'm taking the shades Cypress Umber and Mulberry and really concentrating on that outer V only and blending it inward so that there are no harsh lines. I'm also going to take this bullet brush and line my inner line while also trying to take out this boogie out in my nose, but just to create a deepened look. Finally, I'm going to attempt to cut my crease. Again, what crease? But the crease that we just created using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm taking the shade Glistening, which is this gorgeous champagne-y, shimmery shade, and I'm going to pat it down where I just concealed my eyelids. What I'm doing here is I'm going back to the shades Sienna and Rustic and deepening the outer V so that we still maintain the cat eye smoky look that we try to create in the beginning of the look, and also reiterate the creases. I decided that I really wanted a pop in my inner corner and my eyelids, so I went back with Glistening and using a flat top dense brush, I'm just going to pat the pigment onto my eyelid so that it's really speaking volumes. Onto eyeliner, I'm just going to create a very subtle flicked wing cat eye look using the Physicians Formula Eye Booster eyeliner. So now I'm going to go back to giving my face some love using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 20 Sand, and I'm going to cover and highlight the center of my face. To complete the eye look, I'm going to take Sienna and Rustic and deepen up my under lash line. Now onto bronzing / contouring. I'm going to use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer and the Real Techniques sculpting brush. And I literally, y'all, I thought this was some BS technique that I made up, but I was watching Rachel T. Tyler's video and she was using the same way of doing it. So what I like to do is I like to deposit the bronzer on the butt of the brush, leaving the top kind of empty and clean, so that when I'm blending out, the color isn't too crazy, because it's always better to build up rather than to start off with a lot of product and try to take away. For blush, I'm using Bare Minerals Gen Nude Powder Blush in the shade Let's Go Nude. What I'm doing here is on the top of my brush, I'm applying the blush, and on the bottom, again, the butt of my brush, I'm applying the tiniest bit of the bronzer that we just used to blend everything together. Now onto my absolute favorite part. I'm going to use the highlighting brush from Real Techniques and highlight the butt out of my face using the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter. Oh, look at that glow though. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. Ooh. Girl. I just got way too carried away, so I did go a little overboard, but I still loved it, so you do you, girl. Now onto the cherry on top of the video. Haha, get it? Because this lip color was literally inspired by the cherries on top of the Black Forest cake. I'm taking Smashbox's Always On Matte Liquid Lipstick in the color Disorderly. This is a beautiful deep brick red color. When filling in my top lip, I'm not going to take the color all the way to the top line of my lip. I'm going to fill about a half to 2/3 of my lip, and I'm going to be smudging the rest with my fingers. And I do this because I have rather full lips, and I'm very grateful that I've never wanted lip injections or fillers, but sometimes my lips can look a little disproportionate to the rest of my face, especially when I'm using very deep pigmented colors. And I wanted a very defined look on the bottom lip and kind of a smudge look on the top lip, so I'm just going to be cleaning the line up with a sponge. So that's it. That's the completed makeup look. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!